Welcome to Vint Corners, where vintage charm meets whimsical countryside dreams. In today's tour, we explore a rustic home inspired by Beatrix Potter's enchanting world. If you love timeless interiors and cozy storytelling, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more vintage home inspirations every week. Let's begin. The front view reveals a dreamy countryside cottage framed by climbing roses and mossy stone. Timber beams, a thatched roof, and diamond windows exude timeless charm. Morning light kisses the garden gate, casting lace-like shadows on cobblestone. The house looks lifted from a whimsical tale, inviting, warm, and serene. The entryway greets with sage-toned walls and oak floors gleaming beneath cathedral ceilings. A linen pendant glows above, while antique brass-framed botanicals hang beside a scalloped bench. The scent of beeswax and old wood lingers as porcelain rabbits peek from a curio cabinet. Every detail feels gentle and intentional. Inside the living room, a stone fireplace anchors the space, its flames dancing across a cranberry-hued tapestry rug. A tufted sofa invites comfort beside lace-curtained windows that reveal meadow views. Overhead, a white chandelier with porcelain blossoms scatters soft light across vintage books and spindle furniture. Whimsy meets warmth here. The reading nook curves into a bay window framed with chintz. A wool-cushioned bench welcomes stillness beside shelves of cloth-bound books and carved hares. Dappled light filters through the glass, warming ceramic glaze and softening corners. It's a quiet retreat wrapped in pastoral charm, inviting reflection and story-filled moments. Through a low arch, the dining room unfolds with a trestle table set for delight. Reclaimed elm wood, pressed linens, and forest green china glow beneath a scalloped pendant. Wild blooms spill from a cream pitcher centerpiece. Mismatched chairs in robin's egg and buttermilk complete the airy, vintage garden party atmosphere indoors. The kitchen balances rusticity with grace. Cream cabinets pair with celadon tile and aged copper pans. A pine island anchors the space, crowned with marble and fragrant herbs. An Aga stove hums softly as sun pours through the wide window, bathing the space in golden light and gentle, nostalgic energy. The pantry glows like a hidden jewel, lined with moss-green shelving and jars of glowing preserves. A floral oilcloth-covered table holds dried lavender bunches, their scent mingling with cinnamon and thyme. Overhead, a brass pendant glows warmly, illuminating apples, baskets, and handwritten labels. Everything speaks of care and countryside rhythm. Up the staircase, a floral runner guides gently past white balusters and polished handrails. Etchings of birds and ferns climb the wall in mismatched vintage frames. A landing window frames treetop shadows dancing in filtered light. The stairwell itself feels like a passage through woodland wonder, steeped in visual poetry. The hallway above is hushed and light-filled, with linen walls and pale wood floors glowing beneath a skylight. Built-in bookshelves cradle poems and wildflower arrangements. Ceramic knobs bloom like garden buds on dove-gray doors. The scent of dried thyme fills the air in this soft, suspended bridge between restful spaces. The bedroom nestles under sloped ceilings with a wrought iron bed dressed in lace and blush-toned linens. Exposed beams stretch above like tree limbs, grounding the room in rustic serenity. An oak nightstand holds a gingham-shaded lamp casting candle-soft light. The space feels cradled in romance and gentle nostalgia. The ensuite bathroom whispers of botanical luxury. A clawfoot tub rests beneath a voile-draped window, surrounded by aqua lime wash walls. A vintage vanity holds a floral porcelain basin, aged brass mirror, and rose-scented soaps wrapped in printed paper. Light dapples across the floor in delicate rhythms of warmth and stillness. In the guest room, soft vine wallpaper and sparrow motifs climb toward the ceiling. A duck egg blue spindle bed is layered with ticking stripe pillows and heirloom quilts. An arched window with lace curtains filters in golden light that dances across a wicker trunk and polished wood. Feels timeless. The children's room delights with forest animal murals painted along creamy wainscoting. A vintage armoire holds storybooks and enamel toys, while a tiny tall chandelier sparkles above a miniature tea set. The window seat overflows with gingham cushions. The space is bright, safe, and blooming with playful, enchanted English cottage charm. The upstairs bathroom blends crisp beadboard with romantic details. An antique pedestal sink gleams under a floral-tiled mirror. Chrome fixtures catch the light, while lavender sachets and vintage perfumes add delicate touches. Pink towels sit rolled in wicker baskets. It's a refined retreat of fresh air and Victorian-inspired care. The study is cloaked in juniper green, with bookshelves from floor to ceiling. A Victorian desk hosts bell jars and sketchbooks, lit by an amber-shaded lamp. A tartan chair rests beside, turned toward a view of vines rustling at the window. The atmosphere is deep, thoughtful, and visually textured. The sunroom breathes light and calm. Whitewashed floors, linen-draped windows, and terracotta pots of herbs create a quiet botanical retreat. Wicker chairs and soft cushions welcome lazy afternoons. French doors open to the garden beyond, letting breezes in. Everything glows softly, touched by sunlight and a sense of gentle purpose. Even the laundry room charms with its vintage flair. Shiplap walls meet checkerboard tile, while shelves hold galvanized pails, soap tins, and lavender-stuffed sachets. A pulley rack hangs overhead, and folded linens in pale green and ivory rest on an oak countertop. Its rustic utility touched with grace and style. mudroom balances beauty with function. Painted cabinetry in dusty rose hides gardening tools beneath velvet cushioned benches. Peg rails cradle embroidered totes and woven hats. A vintage sink under a sash window glints in soft light. Garden clover and terracotta tiles underfoot ground the space in storybook countryside rhythm. The rear veranda stretches into the landscape, framed with ivy-wrapped beams and breezy linen drapes. Rattan chairs face soft fields, and a willow fence lines flowering borders. Lanterns flicker gently on tabletops. The air hums with birdsong and honeysuckle, and time seems to slow in this open-air moment of calm. The backyard unfurls into a secret grove. Mossy stepping stones lead past a rabbit-shaped topiary and a trailing floral arbor. A stone bench overlooks a pond where dragonflies shimmer and lily pads float. A greenhouse glows with golden light and growing things. Everything feels alive, enchanted, curated, and full of story. Thank you for joining this magical journey through a whimsical rustic home. If the charm of vintage living warms your heart, be sure to like, comment your favorite detail, and subscribe to Vint Corners. More nostalgic elegance and cozy inspiration await, right here. See you in the next video.